Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to share with you guys symptoms that led me to knowing that I had a kidney disease. What led me to go to the hospital? What was I feeling that I can remember prior to being, diagnosed with a kidney disease? This started happening to me, I can say, 4 months prior to me finding out, going to the hospital and being admitted and finding out I had a kidney disease. So I remember 4 months prior, we went to Orlando, me and my ex at the time, me and my boyfriend at the time, sorry. We went to Orlando and I remember waking up that morning, our first night there, and half my face was swollen. And my lips, mostly, they were the ones swollen. And I remember not really paying attention to that because I thought that it could have been the detergent that the hotel was using, or maybe just any allergic reaction, maybe the makeup I had prior, that afternoon. That could have been that. Like, I was always, putting two and two together because I never thought that it could have been, that. And because I didn't have any swellings, I didn't have like on my legs or any other part of my body. It was just my face. So it went down, eventually it went down, throughout the day. And then I remember in that whole trip I felt very uncomfortable. Like, I don't know, for women, you would know, when you're on your period, you know how you're so hella stiff? Like, you're just so uncomfortable and so stiff. That's how I was feeling. I was super stiff and super annoyed. Like, I couldn't understand what was going on with me. Like, I felt uncomfortable. I felt like me just being like right now, how I'm doing right now, I'll be like I'll be breathing like this, like I was out of air. Now, prior to all this, I was always a chubby girl growing up. I was always big. And I remember that I decided to make a change in 2014. I decided to lose weight and focus on me. I lost the weight. I lost 80 to 90 pounds in about, I'm gonna say 6 months to a year. I lost all that weight. Then I got into a relationship and you gain your little happy weight, and I gained about 20 to 30 pounds back. And I always said, well, maybe it's because I gained weight, but then I'll be like, no, because I was always big, and when I was big I didn't have this issue. And it was just 20 to 30 pounds compared to how I was. So I couldn't understand what was going on with me. I said, it's just, I'm just out of shape. I will always say, I'm just out of shape. I will always say, basically, it's just this, it's just that. I'll brush it off. So I remember going back to, Miami, Florida, where we live. Our trip was done. I think we spent like a week there. And that's when I started feeling more tired. Like, I was tired. I was out of energy. I felt like I couldn't do things that I used to do. And that's how I kind of knew there was a problem. And then I started urinating frequently throughout the night. Like, I would literally get up, you guys, every 20 to 30 minutes. Like, it was bad. To the point where I couldn't have, I would wake up so tired. I would wake up like I didn't sleep, because obviously I didn't sleep. I was up constantly urinating. So I was hella annoyed because I couldn't sleep. And then one day I decided, this was going on for like 4 months. This whole having headaches, waking up with a swollen face, urinating frequently. And I decided one day, I was so tired, I was like, no, this is not right. One day I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I was in the toilet and I told myself, what is going on? All right. Thank you. So I woke up one morning and I was like, something's wrong with me. Like, what the hell's wrong with me, right? So I Googled. I didn't sleep that whole night because I couldn't sleep anymore. I had to wake up literally, that was at 3, and I had to wake up at 5. So I only had like literally 2 hours of rest. So I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna stay up. And I remember Googling and I saw diabetic. Because one thing, you guys, when you guys go search, a lot of things are gonna pop up. Because kidney disease symptoms, as well as diabetes, they're kind of the same. They really are kind of the same. So you got to be very careful, and you got to learn how to distinguish each and one of them. You got to focus on your symptoms, and you got to note what's going on with you, because sometimes you can literally, be wrong. You can think it's this, but it's actually this. So they're very alike. And I remember reading, maybe you're diabetic. Oh my god. So I was like, oh my god, no. But I don't, I don't eat like that much sweet or that much like carbs, like bread and stuff like that. I'm not really a fan of bread and pasta. Like, I didn't think that it was, that. So I brushed it off my shoulders again. And one morning I went to work. On my way to work, I had a headache that was blinding. Like, I was like, what the hell is going on with me? So I remember driving. I was like, oh my god, I want to go back home. Like, I don't feel good. I want to go back home. And I'm not really like that type of person, especially Miami Beach. I lived like 40 hours from Miami Beach. 40 hours. What the hell? 40 minutes. 40 minutes from Miami Beach. And I got there, guys, and I wanted to go back. And I'm not that type. Like, I would just deal with it because I already took this whole ride over here. And I just wanted to go home. I remember going to work with my headache, waiting in the lobby to enter, and I remember throwing up. I was literally watching videos on my phone, and then I just threw up out of nowhere. So I was like, no, this is not right. Something's wrong. I ignored it, brushed it off, drank more water. Eventually my headache went down throughout the day. Went home. I remember having to park on my way home that same day because I couldn't be in traffic. Like, I had this headache and I was so annoyed. I just had to park and chill because I felt like something was wrong with my head. Like, I thought like my brains were gonna come out. Like, that's how strong my headache was. Parked, and I think I waited till like 6 something to start driving home when the traffic cooled down. Went home, and I remember not cooking, not doing anything. I literally went to sleep with my clothes on, my work clothes on. Literally, that's how tired and sick I was that day. And in the morning, I was like, wow, I slept with my clothes on. I showered, went back to work. Remember feeling the same way again. I spent a whole week feeling this way. So I was like, remember, it's finally Friday. Finally Friday came along. Woke up and I was brushing my teeth, and on my way back to the room, I blacked out. Like, it was black. Like, I was like, what? Like, I was like, where the fuck? Where's the room? Like, I blocked out. And I remember my mother-in-law was like, are you okay? Because I guess she saw me like, where the fuck am I, right? And she's like, are you okay? I was like, no, I'm seeing black. And then I threw up. And she's like, no, something is wrong with you. Like, you've been like this for a week. She took me into the hospital. I remember going to the hospital. That's another story. Whatever. I went through the whole process of finding out I had a kidney disease. And yeah, you guys, like, sometimes, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I didn't have much symptoms, because the doctor asked me, let me ask you questions, like, did you get swells in your legs? And I was like, no, I never suffered from swollen legs. So he didn't understand what was going on. He's like, I'm very confused because your legs are fine. Like, he even touched, he did everything. And usually, like, if you had this kidney issue I'm imagining for a long time already, because these symptoms come like towards the end, when towards the end of your, you had it for a while to have these symptoms. And I told him no. He checked my leg, had no swollen. So I started getting swollen, when I was on prednisone, because prednisone makes you retain more liquid. So there we got a biopsy. That's the whole diagnostic. That's a whole different video. But yeah, sometimes you're not gonna get symptoms, you guys. Sometimes it could be silence. There's people who have, like me, I didn't have no swollen, like, legs. I didn't have nothing. Like, I was fine. Like, I didn't have none of this issue. So one thing I can say, and if I can help anyone out there that's basically going through something similar or may think that they have a kidney disease, get yourself a blood pressure medication. Because how you first notice, if these are the first signs, is high blood pressure. High blood pressure is one of the first signs, and then comes swollen legs, which I didn't get, but then comes you swelling up. So I do require anyone, even if you don't have a kidney disease, check your blood pressure daily. That is an investment. My little blood pressure machine cost me $80, and I don't regret it, because that's something that literally we should be checking our blood pressure daily, because people die daily from high blood pressure, and sometimes it's silent, sometimes you don't know, sometimes you don't get a headache, sometimes you just don't feel it. Thank God I felt it. Thank God I felt like headaches, migraines, and that led me to knowing that there was something wrong with me. But that could have gone, imagine if I didn't have symptoms, I could have died, because you can die from high blood pressure, definitely. So I do, you know, advise anyone to invest in a blood pressure medication. Check medication. Wow. Invest in a blood pressure machine. Check your blood pressure daily. If you have any go with your gut feeling. If you feel any type of like symptoms that you know it's not normal, you know your body. We know our body. We know what's not normal. We feel when something's wrong with us. So invest in yourself. Take care of yourself. You know, don't let it go. Because my doctor even told me, you know, you could have. This is something that if you would have come early, it could probably would have been reversed, because it started as acute. I don't know, guys. I get different, you know, because I saw 2 doctors, but I get different like advice and different diagnose, and I get different opinions, and it's like you just never know, you guys, what you truly have. And that's why you should always leave it in God's hands. And He made your body. He can heal you. He knows your organs. He made it. He designed you. He knows how to fix it. Don't ever let no one tell you that it's not curable. I don't care if you're Christian. I don't care if you believe in God. I don't care. Have faith. Stay strong. Stay positive. Even if you don't believe in God. Even if you don't. Because I know there's a lot of people who don't, and that's fine. To each its own. But I believe in God, and I know that He designed my body and He can heal me. And that's the only way I stay positive and I stay strong. Don't let no one tell you, no doctor, no, sweetie, you did not design me. God designed me. And there's miracles happen daily, guys. People get cured from things that doctor says no, it's impossible. That's why you have to stay strong and positive at all times. I have a testimony that I would like to give, but that's going to be a video after this one, because I feel like God needs its own, you know, its own video dedicated just to Him.